My mother-in-law was having a heart attack. My husband, a top cardiac surgeon, was the only one who could save her. I didn't call him for help. I just stood there and watched, my eyes cold, as she took her last agonizing breath in front of me. In my last life, when she had this heart attack, I called my husband immediately. He accused me of being a jealous, manipulative wife, faking an emergency just to drag him home. He refused to come. She died in the hospital. And when my father-in-law demanded to know why, my husband swore I had never called him, pinning the entire blame for his mother's death on me. My father-in-law, consumed by hatred, stabbed me to death. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on that very day. Eva, Dr. Chen is the only one who can perform this surgery. You have to get him here now. If he's not here within the hour, she's not going to make it. When I came to, my mother-in-law, Helen, was already on the hospital bed, her breath shallow and ragged. The situation was critical. On instinct, I pulled out my phone and started to walk away. But after 2 steps, the image of my father-in-law butchering me flashed through my mind. I hadn't died after the last stab wound. I remember looking down, my stomach a bloody, mangled mess. A shiver ran down my spine. My husband, Liam, loves to dodge responsibility, doesn't he? Well, not this time. The phone rang for what felt like an eternity before he finally picked up. What is it? Liam's voice was sharp with annoyance. My own voice trembled, thick with unshed tears. Liam, it's your mom. She's had a heart attack. We're at your hospital, and the head nurse said you're the only one who can do the surgery. You have to come, please. There was a pause, then his tone turned cold with fury. Eva, are you serious right now? I take Winona to the mall for a few hours, and you pull a stunt like this? You're using my mother's life to score jealousy points? Have you lost your mind? No, I'm not, I whimpered. She's really, Liam, honey, I don't feel so good. A sweet, delicate voice cut me off. Winona, are you okay? Liam's voice instantly shifted to panicked concern. He didn't forget to hiss a final threat into the phone. Eva, I hope you're happy now, and you better stop cursing my mother with these fake illnesses, or I swear to God, you'll regret it. He hung up. I looked up. The faces of the emergency room staff around me were a mixture of awkwardness and pity. I offered them a helpless smile. Last time, I'd rushed out of the room to make the call, trying not to upset Helen further. But when everything went to hell, Liam, terrified of the hospital's reprimand and his father's wrath, denied I had ever contacted him. This time, I made sure to make the call in front of everyone. I needed witnesses. But that wasn't enough. I hit redial, once, twice, 3 times. On the 4th try, the call wouldn't go through. He'd blocked me. I leaned over Helen's bed. Mom, just hang on. Liam wouldn't just leave you. She was still conscious. As I said those words, her monitor shrieked, the lines going haywire. The doctors and nurses jolted into action, a chaotic ballet of desperation. The head nurse pulled me out of the room, her face grim. Eva, her situation is deteriorating rapidly. I don't care how you do it, but you need to get Dr. Chen here, now. But he won't answer my calls, I cried, my voice thick with panic. Then try someone else's phone. She disappeared back into the room, leaving me alone in the hallway. Someone else's phone? I borrowed phones from 2 different nurses. Both times, as soon as Liam heard my voice, he hung up. The head nurse had given me a direct order. I had to find another way. Wiping my tears, I opened the app for the city's biggest live streamer, a guy who ran a channel called HelpForce Live. I sent the biggest virtual gift they had. A moment later, I was live with him. Hello, HelpForce, I began, my voice choked with sobs. I'm just a regular person, but I'm in a terrible situation. My mother-in-law has had a sudden heart attack, and Dr. Liam Chen is the only surgeon who can save her, but he won't take my calls. He's at the city center mall right now. If anyone sees him, please, tell him to get to St. Jude's Hospital immediately. His mother only has about 40 minutes left. I finished, my whole body shaking, and sent the streamer a photo of Liam. The streamer hesitated. Ma'am, I understand you're upset, but doctors have private lives too. We can't just ambush him because you say it's an emergency. This could be a serious invasion of his privacy. So, before he could finish, the head nurse burst out of the ER again. Have you reached him? She's worse than we thought. I shook my head, my heart sinking. That man is completely unreliable, she muttered. Just then, another nurse poked her head out. Charge nurse, patient is in cardiac arrest. Get the crash cart. Cardiac arrest. The words hit me like a physical blow. I stood frozen for a long moment. Then, as if waking from a trance, I bolted for the elevators. I stabbed the button for the top floor. The hospital CEO and all the department heads were in the middle of a board meeting. When I threw the door open, the room fell silent. Every eye turned to me. I spotted Liam's boss, Dr. Peterson, the head of cardiology. I ran to him and dropped to my knees. Dr. Peterson, please, you have to save my mother-in-law. She's dying in the ER. His face darkened. Isn't there a doctor in the emergency room? Why have you come all the way up here? Dr. Peterson, I'm Liam Chen's wife. I sobbed. The doctors down there said only Liam can perform her surgery, but he can't make it. Your skills are legendary. Please, you're the only one who can save her now. Hearing my story, the CEO gave Dr. Peterson a nod. He agreed to go down and assess the situation. When he heard the full story of my unanswered calls, Dr. Peterson let out a string of curses. Has Liam lost his mind? He's always been a bit of a flake, but to abandon his own mother? Don't you worry, I'll call him myself. He pulled out his phone, trying to reassure me as he dialed. The call connected almost instantly. Dr. Peterson's voice was granite. Liam, I don't care where you are or what you're doing. Get back to the hospital now. Your mother has had a massive heart attack, and you're the only one who can operate. Liam's voice on the other end was incredulous. Dr. Peterson? You've got to be kidding me. She even dragged you into her little drama? Sir, I really can't come back right now. Please don't fall for her act. You have no idea what this woman will say when she's jealous. I know my mother's health. I listened to her heart this morning myself. It was perfect. She used to pull this stunt all the time to get me home. I'm not falling for it again, and with all due respect, neither should you. I have to go. He hung up before Dr. Peterson could get another word in. Dr. Peterson's face was a thundercloud. He tried calling back, but the phone went straight to voicemail. Liam had turned it off. Son of a bitch, the normally mild-mannered director snarled, his knuckles white around his phone. Is that man even human? Just then, the streamer's voice came from my phone. You heard it here, folks. It's real. This is not a drill. If you're in the city, keep an eye out for Dr. Liam Chen. We need to get him to St. Jude's. I'd completely forgotten the livestream was still running. Everything, Dr. Peterson's call, Liam's callous dismissal, had been broadcast to the world. When I looked at my screen, the viewer count had jumped to 30,000. The chat was flying. OMG. I was about to roast this chick for being a drama queen, but holy crap, what a plot twist. This guy has serious issues. His MOM is dying and he's out with a side piece? I want to punch him through the screen. Seeing that comment, I quickly cried out, please, don't hurt him. Then, I handed my phone to Dr. Peterson and knelt on the floor, facing the camera. Everyone watching, please, I'm begging you, help me find my husband. My mother-in-law has always been so good to me. I can't just watch her die. Liam, if you're seeing this, please come back. If you save your mother, I'll do anything you ask. I slammed my forehead on the cold, tiled floor, over and over again. The raw desperation of the act brought tears to the eyes of the nurses around me. What kind of scumbag makes his wife beg like this just to save his own mother? Someone muttered. But the performance was for nothing. Half an hour later, Helen was gone. As they wheeled her body to the morgue, the head nurse patted my back. Don't blame yourself, she said gently. I collapsed into her arms, my voice raw with grief. She's gone. I don't have a mother-in-law anymore. Her own voice was thick with emotion. You did everything you possibly could, Eva. Eva. A familiar voice cut through my haze of sorrow. I looked up and saw my father-in-law, Arthur.